To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome to episode 62 of the DisInsider show.
62?
Yes, 62. We are 7 away from our favorite number, and we are here with a great show.
69, dudes!
All right. Okay, but for real, few things to get out of the way. We have some cute little Halloween profile images on the social medias, both the DisInsider pods and the DisInsider official YouTube and social media.
Yes.
So check it out. We are going to be recording episode Civil War.
I think it's episode 12. We have not done it in 2 weeks.
So we're kind of laid off. But we're doing Civil War this week, so be on the lookout for that.
Also, go Patriots. Go Patriots.
They are going to get destroyed.
I know.
Don't forget to check out some of the videos. We have a fireworks show from the Happily Ever After show that just ended at Walt Disney World. Thank you to Plex Reel for that video. That's on there right now. We have a couple interviews in the works.
One with Jeb McKay
that
I said that I would get up, and it's up.
Yep. Check out a couple more interviews that are supposed to be on the website this week. One for Under Wraps and one for, I believe, a book.
Yes. Also, what came out Friday?
DisInsider Gaming. Don't forget to check that out.
Part 2.
Yeah, check that out if you're a fan.
We're headed to Zepho next, people, with Anakin. And I actually got his lightsaber this time, so all my mods are working.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out the DisInsider.com. We're pumping out a lot of stories, even on this. We're recording on Sunday, as always, but a lot of stories came out on Saturday, so check it out. And
yes,
let's get on with the news.
Are you sure?
I think so.
What else? Okay. Some Indiana Jones news. Indiana Jones 5 resumes filming in London, where neighborhood was transformed into 1969. New York City.
Our favorite number.
Director James Mangold responds to the rumors and questions. Indiana Jones. I always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. Never doubted it. Something made it inevitable. That's literally what he said.
Is that how he said it?
Yeah, Indiana Jones, I always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. Never doubted. Something made it inevitable.
So, so the news is it's basically restarted production.
Yes.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say is fuck this movie. It's trash. The set photos look trash. This movie sucks.
Language.
Language.
Yeah,
that
so,
was a quick one. It was a little toot. Like,
yeah. I still don't care about this movie any more than I did when we first started talking about this on the show. So
you have to at least recognize that this is James Mangold.
Don't care.
I cannot wait for this movie to blow his fucking mind.
Every director has a poopy movie. Every director. They all.
But you're already set on this being his poopy movie.
I'm already set on not giving two shits about an 80-year-old Indiana Jones fucking hitting the whip.
Dude, they're gonna DH him. You're gonna be fine.
That's even worse. What?
We couldn't get down the aging right, so he's 16 now. He's like, oh, just with the babyest face all smoothed out. We gotta get to the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
If the finale of episode 2 or season 2 of The Mandalorian told us anything, it's we're not ready for de-aged characters to take a huge role in these movies.
Oh God. The only ones that look good was Michael Douglas in Ant-Man, and
I will give
That's
Samuel
it.
L. Jackson in
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Marvel. I thought he did look good.
Clark Gregg looked weird though. He looked too smoothed out.
Also, I don't think the Mandalorian was de-aging. I think that was straight CGI.
No, it was a deep fake.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing. They were like, "Oh, let's try deep fake." Because it's easy. And I'm like, "Is it?"
The
fact, you guys made it look like
that
some fucking fan did it.
The fact that we're having this conversation just tells me why I don't give a shit about this movie.
I mean, he has a point there. Moulin Rouge, the musical, sweeps the Tony Awards with 10 wins. That's cool. First trailer released for the Will Smith hosted Disney Plus series Welcome to Earth. I believe this is going on National Geographic.
Yes. I will admit, I did not see this trailer.
Wow, you're pulling a Derek.
I am.
Look at you go.
I'm not a big Nat Geo fan. I think it's Nat Geo's cool, but I'm not a big fan of like let me dive in and watch
Which
Nat
is
Geo.
the worst because Skyler and I get invited to all the virtual screenings of National Geographic properties.
Which we like, but by the way.
I pawn them off. I'm like, anybody want to watch this on Monday at 7?
And to be honest, Dempsey and Josh do it.
Did anybody take the invitation that I posted in our Slack?
Well, Dempsey. Oh, that was the interview. Dempsey's interviewing the directors of Fauci, the new National Geographic movie. We were invited
Dr.
to.
Fauci, fool.
Yes, get vaccinated.
Melissa McCarthy discusses her glorious experience working on TALM,
You know what that means.
the little mama. The little mama.
The little mommy.
The little
Because Halle
mama.
Bailey was looking good singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight for Walt Disney World for their 50th anniversary celebration.
Oh, yeah, I did
she
see
looked
that.
so good. And not
She
that she
sounded
never
good, too.
She did. Not that she never not looked good, but man, she is sexy.
All right. We need a
Wrap her mermaid tail around my neck.
What is it called? A horny alert? Horny alert! Horny alert!
We'll work on- that's your next job.
Can you find something that maybe?
Nothing that we have.
Oh.
Language.
Okay, so she got with USA Today during her
horny.
press.
Oh,
It's okay.
nice little queef there.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
The Quaif sisters. Come here, buddy.
Queef sisters.
You know where that's from?
No.
South Park.
Oh yeah, I don't know that episode.
It's Terry and
Oh, the Canadians.
yeah. Come here, buddy. I ain't your buddy, guy. I ain't your guy, pal. And then they have like a spin-off show in the show that's called the Queef Sisters. And they just queef on each other. Well, this went downhill.
Ah, Lord.
Anyway, while speaking with USA Today during the press for her new Netflix film, The Starling,
Which I hear is really good.
she was asked what it was like working on a reimagining of such a beloved Disney animated classic and a beloved villain like Ursula. You guys ready for my Melissa McCarthy? Glorious. The world Disney and director Rob Marshall is a world that I wish everybody could experience because it's so creative, kind, and lovely. Going to singing class every day, I was actually sad. I got to record with an orchestra, which is a mind bender for someone who is not a singer. And then they were like, "That's it. We've got your song." And I was like, wait, I don't get to go into class anymore? I was actually kind of heartbroken about it, but it was such a fun process. It's going to be incredible.
So
That was a good Michael Keaton.
it was like a Sam Elliott, and then the person working on the film was very flamboyant.
All right, give me another accent to do this second one in.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Caine.
Just don't go chasing waterfalls. Why do you keep quoting TLC? I don't know what you're talking about.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. I love to dance. I love music. I love musicals. And I was like, well, I'm not trained in that, so I don't get to do that. To me, Ursula is everything. She's one of my absolute favorite villains. So to play her was delicious. So you're flying around singing and spinning in these crazy contraptions up on wires. What is not to love? Nobody else will let me spin around the yard singing. They would be like, "You're going to have to stop that, Mr. Wayne." I lost it in and out
Let
there.
me tell you.
I think you kind of went
I got-
into who was that old James Bond villain?
Oh,
GoldenEye? I don't know.
Blofeld.
I can't
I
remember.
love
his
to
name.
dance.
Let me tell you two things. First off, that Michael Caine impression was actually not that bad.
Okay, cool.
Second,
Give me feedback. I love it.
It was the everything. For
do
me.
you notice?
Everything.
Maybe Nick, maybe you'll catch it. Do you notice his dyslexia disappears when he does impressions and quotes?
That's actually a good
Really?
Yes.
good observation.
Oh.
You read these
Because you'll
quotes.
fumble
Yeah, you're just
with your
speaking.
normal voice
Yeah.
all the time, but not with
I don't-
impressions.
he's so dedicated to the art, and then he transforms and goes,
I
"Oh,
am Michael Caine.
the spirit."
He's
the
like,
spirit of
Michael Caine wouldn't mess up.
I'll do it.
the spirit of Derek lifts out of his body, stands right here at the door, and says, "I'm gonna fuck off for a minute." And Michael Caine just inserted, and it was like, "I got this."
Now, every time I do a quote, you guys are going to give me a celebrity to do.
Who's that?
Or a
Who's the
character.
celebrity I'm thinking of who always does like that? Shh. Yes.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Shuck it, Trebek. We have Turd Ferguson. Hey there.
I'll take the rapist for 400.
That's therapist.
That's therapist. Crazy. Yeah, so Little Mermaid should be cool. I'm actually, the more she talks about it, the more I'm excited for her Ursula, even though she's...
I'm still not
The
a
more
huge...
she talks about it, the more Michael Caine talks about it.
Oh, the more Michael Caine talks about it, yeah.
I mean, she talked about it beforehand.
But what I'm liking is, like, it's like she knows she's not, like, a Broadway singer. She doesn't get to do this kind of stuff.
Barely an actress.
She's an Academy Award-nominated actress for Can You Ever Forgive Me? For her drama.
No, I can't for that performance.
What?
I'm just
Get it.
kidding. I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
She just always got typecast.
That's not her fault.
I know. I'm just saying.
She's good in Bridesmaids.
Yeah, she is really good in Bridesmaids.
Typecast.
yeah.
Van where she has all the puppies.
I'm gonna rock your world. See, I told you that's what she sounds like in Bridesmaids. She's like super like, hey, what's up, buddy?
Like,
Woo!
like Butch.
Yeah.
The best, we're going on a tangent here, but the best scene in Bridesmaids is when was it Flight Marshal Dan, and she lifts her leg up. She goes, "Where are you going, Flight Marshal Dan, or Air Marshal Dan? You going into the bathroom, or how about we go to the bathroom and not something?" She says something like, she's all, "You feel the heat radiating from my undercarriage." And then at the end of the movie, she's feeding him a big old sandwich. She's all, "You like my big old sandwich?" And she still calls him Air Marshal Dan.
That's so wild, man.
I think she's funny in that one.
Yeah.
All right.
The Avengers and Deadpool join the Letterboxd 1 million watched club.
I still don't understand how this works.
So you go on Letterboxd, and when you see a movie, you're supposed to log it. So whenever you log it, it goes into this like majority, like popular watched thing with everybody that's ranked to the film on Letterboxd. So it joined 1 million people have watched this movie.
Should I have
On
a letterbox?
Letterboxd. Yes.
I got Letterboxd
Sam really
is
into
cool, but
Letterboxd.
this just does nothing for me in terms of like, oh, that's cool.
Letterboxd is fun as shit. I got Sam into it. Now she's like making lists like, oh, Harry Potter films ranked. Marvel Cinematic Universe films ranked. And the only two that she's seen.
We got to do the Airbud movies ranked and the spinoffs. Most extreme primate.
You're
most
still
valuable
on that
primate.
little joke that you found on Twitter.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Isn't it like a monkey next after Airbud?
Yeah.
George the
And then there's the Air Buddy franchise, and there's like 6 of those.
Oh, God.
Air Buddies, Air Buddies 2, Santa Buddies, Santa Paws.
Let's do
Space
all
Buddies.
of the Disney sequels.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Lion King 2, Lion King 3.
Lion
Little
King
Mermaid
1.5,
2.
Yeah. 1.5. Up 2.
Wall-E 2,
Monsters Inc. Monsters University.
The Lone Ranger 2 with Army Hammer coming back.
Except he's playing a serial killer that eats people.
Eats his
Oh wait,
feet.
that's his real life. Oh, eats his feet.
Johnny Depp
That's
is
the whole thing.
Johnny Depp's the co-star.
Oh yeah.
Started out with his son eating his feet or something.
I just let him suck on my toes. Oh, did you hear about that? Oh, that's so gross.
I don't even want to know.
And he's gonna be in Death on the Nile.
Good luck, Disney. You have that one's going to be a tough one.
Oh, was it? Yeah, Death on the Nile. Ooh. 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 Oh, we have an exclusive.
Yes.
Details on Disney's long and developed Okay,
Just say it as Michael Caine.
Exclusive details on Disney's long in development Reese Witherspoon Tinkerbell movie. That
Beautiful.
left me. I can do Kermit.
No.
I don't have any money, but what I do have is a very particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
We
you
need
do
to
not
have. I
return
need
the
to have.
girl.
Josh do
You're
that.
almost doing Kermit mixed with Christopher Walken.
You know, exclusive details on the long in development Reese Witherspoon Tinkerbell movie.
Don't like that.
Yeah, that is bad. Come on.
No, it's bad. I won't come on that one.
Give me a Jack Nicholson.
Exclusive details on Disney's long in development Reese Witherspoon Tinkerbell
That's
movie.
nowhere near Jack Nicholson.
What else? What else? Exclusive details on Disney's long in development Reese Witherspoon Tinkerbell movie.
Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, that's good enough.
Should I do it in Schmidt?
Just talk about this. What are you doing?
Damn it. Okay. Talk about it.
So we've had these details for a long time now.
We love you long time, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've had these for a long time. A Tinkerbell movie's in development at Disney right now. We're not sure if it's the Reese Witherspoon one for sure. So we're just dropping all the details we have on the one that was being developed for Reese Witherspoon. And these details are as recent as just before the pandemic. And it's pretty dark. It's like Tinkerbell's mother would have made an appearance. Her brother and father are in it and die. It's crazy. And like she becomes a fairy because of a magical curse. And then she teams up with Peter Pan. Hook is supposed to be in it, and he's like in his 20s.
There's a synopsis.
Go ahead and read it. As Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go into my falsetto. Give me a male.
No, Reese Witherspoon.
The unofficial synopsis states that after Peter
Okay, maybe not Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We did his Winnie the Pooh.
Should I do Hank Hill?
Winnie the Pooh.
God damn it. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, dear.
Oh, bother.
The unofficial synopsis states
Creepy.
states that after Peter becomes gravely injured,
Sound like Dobby with a sore throat.
Master Dobby has been given a sock. Dobby is free.
Dobby's a free elf.
Oh, shiitake. All right, I'm just going to read it.
There you go.
The unofficial synopsis states that after Peter becomes gravely injured, Tink, as she's referred to, makes a deal with a head fairy named Virial Terran to save his life. This results in Peter staying a 9-year-old forever and losing her voice. Peter's a girl?
Well, Peter's a girl in most of these Peter Pan films outside of Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Peter staying a 9-year-old girl forever and after losing her voice. The story doesn't end there, though. After Peter meets Wendy, Tink becomes incredibly jealous. However, when Hook kidnaps Peter, she and Wendy must team up to save him before it's too late.
I like it.
I'll just do accents now since I can't really do anybody else except Hank Hill and Watto.
Hugh Jackman.
The unofficial synopsis states that the Peter becomes gravely injured. As she's referred... No.
It was just very Australian.
I'll work on it. It's super Australian.
Take a week. No, don't do it.
The unofficial synopsis states that after Peter becomes gravely injured...
No, don't do it. People don't want to hear that on their drive to work.
It's spot on, and I can say that. It's fucking spot on.
I'm just saying.
You are at near. Does it change when you barely press it? It was just a... Now barely press it. It sounded weird the first time. Dude, it was like a little...
I think it was just timing.
Oh. That was cool. Okay, that's our exclusive. Go read it on the website.
We're working on another big one. We were just talking about it.
Yes,
hopefully
we are.
Hopefully we can... hopefully the person that can help us out with this will help us out with this. I hope you're listening.
I doubt he or she is listening.
Yeah, because they want to be on the show. And if you want to be on the show, you want to be in black and white. Well, sometimes black and white's got to be in you. You know what I mean.
Oh, dear Lord. Free Guy arriving on Disney Plus UK and Ireland this week. You gotta go watch it.
Sure.
You got a full curse. You gotta go watch it. I'll pin that fucker in 3 rounds.
Cool.
I'm trying here, guys. Come on. At least I'm brave enough to make the effort. Mr. Cletus. Oh, wait, no. We had an inside joke when we were in middle school that Herbert the pervert we called Cletus because our friend had a weird dream and it was a whole thing. Yeah, Herbert. That's it. That's all you can do.
Well, talk about Chris Paul.
Oh.
Let me see it, boys.
So good.
I love when he's bouncing them balls. You know, playing for the Hornets. Big old stinger.
Okay, Tori Sampson to write Chris Paul biopic 61 for Disney Plus. Did we all ask for a Chris Paul biopic? No.
Yes. No.
Am I going to watch it? No.
Yes. I will. I'll watch it.
I'll watch the Giannis one. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Is it biopic?
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
It's
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo.
Chris Paul.
That's Greek.
It is Greek.
Yeah. Antetokounmpo.
My big fat Greek basketball. That's what they should have titled it. My big fat Greek basketball.
My big fat Greek championship.
Yeah, there you go. Here you hear us, Disney Plus.
Diego Luna teased familiar faces coming to Andor. Now, the only one that sounds like it's going to be somebody, it would be Forrest Whitaker's
I think that makes sense.
Saul Guerrero. That's the only one that makes sense to appear in a fucking Andor TV series.
But man, would I love seeing Sharut.
Sharut. Oh,
Gonna find out how Saul Guerrero loses his eye or whatever.
you find that out in Rebels.
Do you? Never
you find
watched
that out.
Rebels.
Or Clone Wars and Rebels.
Not missing too much on Rebels.
Yeah, Clone Wars is season 5 till the end is like the best of Clone Wars.
I mean, I don't think names are named, but I think this was obvious kind of news, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's these little
You're not going to see
in general questions that interviews do.
Yeah.
Like you go to, I don't know, John Watts and say, can we expect any familiar faces? He'll go, yeah.
I understand why it's
It's
done.
fucking Star Wars, dude. We're going to throw as many of them as we can in here.
I understand why sites do it, but I hate when like sites during junkets are sitting there and
Alden Ehrenreich fucking Han Solo.
Huh?
Alden.
Ehrenreich? Wait, what?
Who plays Han Solo?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Han Solo in there.
For what?
Andor.
Familiar face.
For Andor. I said that would be cool.
Nah, that wouldn't make sense.
Why?
Because Andor takes place just before A New Hope, and Solo takes place like 10, 15 years before A New Hope.
I don't think that long because at the end they go to Jabba. I think it maybe takes like 5 years. He's still the same age. It doesn't. I think so because he hasn't even met Luke and all them yet.
That's the point. But Solo was he's younger than fucking.
So how long does he work with Jabba the Hutt? Because at the end he just goes straight to Jabba.
Man, I can't fucking keep up with these goddamn
You know I
movies.
like continuity. I'm gonna call you out on this shit.
If you like continuity, then those two shouldn't intertwine with each other.
Why?
I mean, it's not like it's that far. You could throw them in there.
I
Don't
like
know.
Alden
I don't know
Ehrenreich.
if they will, but
No,
you
I don't
could.
think they will. I said that would be cool.
Yes.
Kira?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, come on. Give me some Amelia Clark mommy action.
I don't think Kira would be a good fit for this, but I think Kira would. I do want to see her like in something
Can
else.
you take notes about how many shit he's shutting down for me right now?
Two.
That's just in 5 seconds. We'll see how the podcast
Can
goes.
I just tell you this show is usually Derek pooping on me and my opinions?
Oh, your opinions. I
that's
thought
the,
you were talking about just in general pooping on you. I was like, yeah, that's our tradition.
That's
Yeah.
the subscription service.
Yeah, that's our DisInsider OnlyFans.
That's when you get hired after that long interview process we talked about last
we're not
week.
going back into that.
Hey,
It was
you
very
did really
funny, though.
you did really good again. Like Derek said, my
This is
co-editor.
This is not a paid gig.
Yeah,
this
so-
is just we send this off to producers.
Yeah, sorry, not a paid gig, but
and they will call you and then pay you $1,000 to $5,000 a day.
which equates to us just pooping on your chest. Enjoy.
Okay. Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary guide, restaurants and dessert parties.
You gotta
go check
read-
that out.
yeah,
You have to go read that.
There's like
Sean
3
did
different stories.
Yeah, he did a really good one. John has come out with an editorial of Star Wars Visions. He watched it. He loved it. So now he's going into in-depth coverage of the new Star Wars animated show. Go check that out if you love that stuff. Disney renews the mysterious Benedict Society for his second season. Did you see the first season?
I have not, but apparently
I
it's
heard
really good.
good stuff about it.
So did I.
It has what's his name from
It has very
one of the main characters is from Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Jinx.
he's Forky.
Yeah, he plays the weird younger brother, right?
Yeah.
The one that's like super mama's boy.
You know what vibes I get from this every time I see it is, at least trailers, I mean, is Lemony Snicket.
Yeah.
It's got a Lemony, not a series of unfortunate events, but kind of a Lemony Snicket type vibe.
Yeah, I see that for
I'll have to check it out. But yeah, season 2. They're renewing a lot of stuff on Disney Plus right now.
Oh, yeah, no. And then that lady that I think it was last week that said that 31 fucking Marvel shows or Marvel projects were in the works.
I think
That's
we're going to end up
crazy.
coming up on that story.
Maybe. Just maybe. Iconic Productions is a Marvel Studios project. What could it be? A few months back, a list of LLCs was created. This happens every month. There's just LLCs, and it's just a guessing game.
Yeah, at this
I'm
point,
not even going to go into that.
the big one would be Wonder Man. That would be the one. And Nathan Fillion was supposed to play the character briefly in a cameo.
He's still cameoed in movie posters.
Yeah. It was like he was supposed to be in the movie, was never in the movie, and then he played Wonder Man in MODOK.
Oh yeah, that's right. Which is a poopy TV show. By the way.
In my opinion, if you're doing Wonder Man, it's not Nathan Fillion. I don't think.
Nah, I like Nathan Fillion.
I like Nathan Fillion too, but I think you got to go in a different direction for Wonder Man.
Some new details on Marvel's Secret Invasion, one of my most anticipated TV shows. Why?
Continuity.
And
Amelia Clark.
boom.
There
There
you
it
go.
is. Right on the money.
You love it.
Multiverse aside, Marvel Cinematic Universe of Heroes has a lot to deal with over the next few years. One, the hype from Spider-Man, No Way Home, and second, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. After those, all eyes will undoubtedly be on Secret Invasion. Aside from Kevin Feige calling it arguably the biggest crossover event in the last 20 years, next to Civil War, that quote makes no sense. It's the biggest crossover event in 20 years next to Civil War.
I see what they're trying to say, but
It just seems like derivative. Revelations made during the series could change everything we know about the world forever. I'm pretty sure Loki did that.
it's hard because we don't know.
I know, dude. I'm just
Can I just tell, okay, side note really quick, because I don't think we're going to talk about Doctor Strange yet.
I don't think we're talking about Doctor Strange at all in this podcast.
No. I don't think Loki breaks the multiverse.
Check to see if the battery is flicking on and off.
I don't think Loki breaks the multiverse. I think it's What If
True.
after the last episode.
Sweet. Yeah, true.
Even though that show sucks. That show sucks. It's an awful
Yeah,
show.
ugh.
It is not good.
No.
Go ahead, sorry.
While we just have to wait for the series to drop, Murphy's Multiverse has stumbled upon some promising information. It is unclear who Kingsley Ben-Adir will be playing in the series. The site claims that he will, in fact, be a Skrull antagonist and have a connection to Ben Mendelsohn's Talos. Whether or not they are brothers or old friends remains to be unseen. Nevertheless, a vast majority of the series will feature his character up against Talos and Nick Fury. Given that small tidbit of information, the site goes on to speculate that he could be playing a Skrull by the name of Pybok. That assumption is solely based on the fact that Talos fought the Kree-Skrull War, and the two could have served together. On the other idea, Ben-Adir could be playing Skrull Kl'rt. Most comic fans know him better as Super Skrull, a major adversary for Fantastic Four. It is possible that Marvel is actually setting him up to be a major player later on in the franchise, similar to how Jonathan Majors Kang was set up in Loki. We just may meet him without any of his powers. I thought Olivia Colman was going to be Super Skrull.
It's still unknown. She could be Abigail Brand. She could be...
See, I heard that about Mary Clark. She's going to be Abigail Brand.
Yeah, we just don't know. This is what makes it tough.
Yeah, but these are all just speculations right now. Nothing set in stone. They just started production. We'll probably get something, a little tidbit here probably early next year.
Maybe Disney Plus Day in November?
Maybe Disney Plus Day.
Maybe. I wouldn't count my chickens.
Yeah. New and canceled trailer debut. Did you watch it?
Yes.
How
And
was
I'm-
it?
You know me with Disney animation. I love Disney animation. I thought this trailer was okay at best.
Well, it debuts John Leguizamo.
Yeah, no. He has like 1 or 2 lines in the trailer, and he's going to be really
His
good.
character looks like Coco's
Father.
Miguel's father.
Yeah, he kind of does. I know what you're saying. It's not a bad trailer. I think it's going to be one of those movies you got to go in there and watch and just kind of see for yourself. I don't think these trailers have done any justice.
But you got to think about it too. It's not like a big event type of movie. I mean,
Outside
for
of
Encanto, you can't really compare it to it's its own story. And I mean, I guess what you're saying is like the story's not quite gripping you yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yes and no, but we've scooped this project, so we know a lot about Encanto that we really can't even talk about still.
Right.
I would say, like, I've seen one teaser trailer for Turning Red, and I like that teaser trailer better than what I've seen from Encanto.
I just like the whole concept of Turning Red. It's like the Hulk for children.
Yeah, I like that. And the teaser trailer with the Backstreet Boys, larger than life, was just killer.
I will tell you right now, we've already talked about this on the podcast. Loves the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, NSYNC fans.
No, don't. Well, Lauren, Nick, our producer's wife.
I mean, when I was growing up, Backstreet Boys was my favorite too.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I actually bought one of their albums.
Black and Blue, baby. The Call.
Backstreet's back. All right.
Or the greatest hits. You get
Bow,
every
bow, down,
great
down.
Backstreet Boy hits. And who loves a good comeback story? Everyone.
Right, Kim Kardashian had to come on her back, huh? One of the best bloopers ever.
On Parks and Rec.
Or the one where Andy is like, when I poop, I wipe, still poop, still poop, still poop. It's like I'm wiping a marker.
No,
nobody. That's one of the best.
The best skit is when he's talking to Ron Swanson and he goes, I was born with a full head of hair,
and a full head of teeth.
full head of teeth.
I didn't actually lose my car. I just forgot where I parked it. When they say 2% milk, I don't know what the other 98% is.
Or when he like licks his strawberry ice cream and it looks like a female part and he goes, come to Sherm's.
Oh man.
Good old Chris Pratt. You're
We
a
love
weird
Parks and Rec.
You're a weird guy. You probably should break away from that church for your own sake, but yeah, man.
I'm under the minority and say just leave the dude alone. If he wants to practice his type of beliefs, do it. As long as he is still being,
Respectful to
to people, not pushing his values on anybody. I don't like when anybody pushes values on somebody else. It is so annoying.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So as long
I
as
agree
he's
with
happy and like putting out projects and just being Chris Pratt, who the fuck cares what he believes in?
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think,
for us to decide. It's
people
him.
jumped on him.
There's shit that I like to do and believe that nobody else likes to.
I think a lot of people like jerking off.
Play something for that. That was just. Oh, Nick is on Skyler's side. Okay. Big news. Grande news. Book of Boba Fett finally has a premiere date. I know you don't give a shit about this.
Oh no, I'm excited for this. I wouldn't say I'm not interested in Book of Boba Fett.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There has been multiple podcasts in the past where you said you just don't give a shit about this. Who wants to see another Boba Fett series?
No,
As I quote, 30 years after we saw the last one.
no, I didn't say that.
That sounds like a Skyler thing, right?
No, no, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not excited for the series. I'm saying we don't need this series.
But,
We're getting it.
and,
Then I'm excited for it.
okay,
for getting
there you
it.
go. All right.
I'm just
we heard it
saying
here
we-
first. Exclusive.
I'm-
Skyler's excited for something.
We said let me defend myself if you're going to attack me. Jesus.
I'm not attacking you.
Listen, yes, we're excited for Book of Boba Fett, but if it was like, if there was a drawing table at Lucasfilms and they're like, hey, let's do more Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, or we could do something different we've never done, like Knights of the Old Republic, what would you want as a fan?
Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
that's how I feel. I feel like this isn't needed, something else is.
But you gotta,
yes, you're not wrong. I did say in the past, like I don't care, but
You
it
know
doesn't
what?
mean I'm not excited. For
you know
this.
what I would rather have than the Book of Boba Fett? Yeah, Boba Fett after the events of Return of the Jedi is something interesting to see.
Yeah.
But something that I find more interesting to see is how Jango Fett grew up to be.
The Book of Jango Fett would be dope.
There is a comic book series about his prepubescent life, and he becomes like the ruler, or he becomes like, I think he gets in with a couple Mandalorians, and he, like, at age like 19, he becomes their leader. And it's wild.
Nice.
So
Give me that. See, I like that.
I keep shouting this guy out, superhero theory, or not superhero. Oh, Star Wars theorist. He's really, really cool to look at. He does a lot of these like he takes you into the comics and like gives you like this whole like it's like a audible for a comic book, and he like does all these like slide panels, and he basically reads you like the story, and he has one on Jango Fett's earlier life, and it is awesome.
I'll have to check it out.
So,
Never
yeah.
heard of Star Wars theorist. I'll have to check it out.
Star Wars theorist, yeah.
Yeah, superhero theorist.
Oops.
is
He's Dunzo, ladies and gentlemen.
Dunzo. Or is he? We won't say anything, but he's
He's Dunzo.
yeah, he's Dunzo.
Okay, so the Book of Boba Fett will hit Disney Plus on Wednesday, December 29th. They got a new poster, or we got a new poster. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just him sitting in a throne.
Oh, yeah.
Not
And
Jabba's throne, because
I will
obviously his fat ass can't fit in that. So
Yes, true.
his slug ass can't fit in that.
I like the logo the best out of this poster, to be
And
honest. Because
he's
it looks like a digital poster, like maybe Boss Logic made.
yeah. He also has some new stuff on his armor.
I didn't really take a deep dive.
Did he have the yellow
Did they?
in the Mandalorian?
See. Does his stuff look chipped again? His armor?
Yeah, kind of in the face,
Oh, so he's
and
maybe it's
and the chest plate.
maybe he's getting into some crazy battles. Apparently,
hope
the
so.
action is bonkers in this. And it's Robert Rodriguez.
And Bryce Dallas Howard, and John Favreau, and
Peyton
Dave
Reed.
Filoni.
It's the Mandalorian directors. They're
it's
back.
yeah. Here's something sad. Disney legend Tommy Kirk passes away. Old Yeller star. Old Yeller is one of the saddest fucking movies ever.
This dude, it is. Oh,
Old Yeller?
when he has the rabies and they got to put the dog
put
down.
the dog down.
Oh, that
Fuck
sucks.
that, dude.
That's the Wild West.
Spoilers.
Shit,
Well, no,
sorry.
it's funny. I have a,
spoiling this almost 70-year-old movie.
on The Office, the new reception, Erin, she has this whole like I want to say a mini arc about where she oh no, it's Phoebe from Friends, where her mom stopped watching, like when she got shown movies, she would stop at like before the sad stuff hits, so she comes in and they're watching Old Yeller, and like Monica, Joey, Chandler all sitting there crying, and then Phoebe walks in. She's like, "I love this movie," and they're like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, they get the dog and they live happily ever after." And then she figures it out, like she has to go put the dog down. She's like, "Oh, so funny." No, nobody.
I've never
Okay,
seen-
see ya.
I know- he
Bye.
might have, I haven't.
Later.
I haven't.
Literally just watched the whole Friends series again.
There you go.
What makes this crazy is Tommy Kirk, Disney legend Tommy Kirk, he's in a lot of stuff. I'm sure you've seen some of his work.
Probably.
Like Swiss Family Robinson, the Shaggy Dog.
Yes.
Or not the Shaggy Dog, Old Yeller, the son of Flubber, because Flubber, for a lot of people, always forget that the Robin Williams Flubber is a remake.
Oh, shiitake, is it?
Yeah, he was one of the Hardy Boys, one of the original Hardy Boys.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he was like blacklisted for being, he was gay, so they blacklisted him. And then they brought him back and he did a bunch more things with Disney and other studios. And then he like moved to Vegas, lived this quiet life, and like basically died alone because his family like left him for being something
is
they
so
didn't agree with.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, so sad to read that.
That's so heartbreaking.
So rest in peace, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
So I mentioned this earlier. 30 different projects are now in the works at Marvel. In a recent interview with 221 Radio, Marvel's Victoria Alonso, who we talked about last week, who just got a promotion to
Oh yeah. Head of president of distribution.
There you go. Okay. All right. What accent? She has quotes. What accent?
Southside Latina. Let's hear it. Go.
Southside Latina.
Yep.
Hey, fucker.
Language.
I'm just going to read this. She said, we are currently working on 31 projects, while most would consider even more than one project. Dyslexia.
You can't read it. Go ahead. Let's just get.
Should I just do Australian?
Let's
then?
just get.
Should I
let's
do
get
like this?
No, let's get your Henkel in here.
Okay. God damn it, we are currently working on 31 projects. While most of these would consider even more than one project at once to be too much on their plate, Alonso assured fans that the studio would try their hardest to give every project equal attention. Whoa!
I think I want Stewie for the next one.
Yeah, we'll see.
We want people to... You bastard. Bastard. That's all I can do for Peter. All right, anyway. We want people to understand that
And
with...
another. Another. Peter! Oh, that's right. We got to go save Lois.
Yep. We want people to understand that with the idea we have to tell these connected stories, it is important that the world knows that the character and stories we create have to do with how humans interact with each other. While Alonso declined to hint at any new future projects, it's only inevitable that they come to light. Some of the projects included in the 31 are Hawkeye, Secret Invasion, and even Fantastic Four. We're all hopeful.
Shit.
Yeah, no shit. We're all hopeful that there will be some more surprises unveiled in next month's
Disney
Plus Day. I don't know. Fuck,
I
it's
don't
next
think
month.
they would announce the more projects at Disney Plus Day. I think they'll give us looks. I don't think they'll announce more. I think that'll be all saved for D23.
The night of your Christmas party, Halloween party is DC Fandom. Do you have to help set up, or can you come watch a little bit with your boy here?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a maybe. New Batman trailer, dude. The Batman.
You know how I feel about DC.
Yeah, I know, but Robbie Patty? Robbie Patty's though?
Robbie.
If he's not sparkling, I'm not watching.
Robbie Patty.
Disney's Chang Can Dunk adds new cast member as production begins next week. Just announced last week that Bloom Lee had nabbed the leading role, and now some kid has become casted.
Yeah, they're adding members. It starts production on Monday, I believe.
Yeah, Deadline is reporting that Chase Liefeld, is that any relation to Robert Liefeld?
I
The
certainly
creator of
hope not.
Deadpool? Blech. Rob Liefeld is like one of the shittiest dudes.
Yeah, he's a fucking
He's
idiot.
a dick. Like a dick. So, go fuck yourself, Rob Liefeld.
Sorry
bit.
Sorry to all our friends who are like cool with him on Twitter, but
No,
we're not.
I'm
we're
blocked
not,
by him. He's a douchebag.
Yeah, we're not gonna play that game. We're not gonna stroke.
He's
his cock.
very sensitive, by the way.
Yeah, we're
very sensitive.
You guys can all stroke his ego because he created Deadpool and will interact with you, but
And
he's a dick.
and
Let's
Evan
just, let's
St.
keep
Clair?
it straight.
Or Evan Van Strutton or something like that. He's a comic book writer.
Oh,
He wrote a lot of green. Super hard right wing. How about that? Dude, most racist fucking
Yeah, he can go to the gutter where he belongs.
hard right. Just
Maybe not Rob.
constant bullshit.
Rob Liefeld doesn't need to be in the gutter, but that guy does.
Yeah.
Rob Liefeld just needs to go away. You want to talk about Just Beyond next?
Sure. Thrilling trailer for Disney Plus's Just Beyond debuts. Stars McKenna Grace. And it's just this R.L. Stein show.
Disney Plus, like horror, comedy, dramedy, I guess.
From the first looks at it, it looks kind of creepy.
The trailer's creepy. I just don't care about this show at all.
Yeah.
I
wasn't a fan of the Jack Black Goosebumps.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of anything R.L. Stein outside of books.
Yeah. Mina Masood shares an update on the Aladdin sequel. Give us a rundown.
Basically, there's no movement on this from when this thing was first reported almost 2 years ago. He spoke with Screen Rant, and he basically just said they're still working on it. They hope to sign on. They're not signed on just yet. For those that want to dive back into the original report, it's being written by Power Rangers writing team. So the 2017 Power Rangers writing team.
Oh, one of those movies that I'm sad that got cut.
How do you
immediately.
tease the Green Ranger? You should have saw the movie.
Oh man, I liked it a lot.
I did too.
It was a good twist, even though some of the cast members could have been changed. Like I don't like Ludi Lin,
Yeah, he's not
Becky G, Naomi
yeah.
Scott as Kimberly.
Mommy. I think Dacre Montgomery is good. RJ Seiler was good, and Naomi was good. I think we can agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Elizabeth Banks's Rita too. I didn't hate her. As
I wish
Rita.
we got a better looking Goldar. It was just like a gold.
Where he talks like this, Power Rangers.
I think we found a new one for
I
Skyler.
think we got their casting.
That was my.
But if they were going to do a sequel, it was going to be Lord Zed.
and Green Ranger.
Mm-hmm. That would have been cool.
Have we talked about who they should have cast as Green Ranger really quick?
I think you and me said Boo Boo Stewart.
Okay. After seeing
Wait, what was that?
Boo Boo Stewart. What'd I say? Boo Boo Sturt.
After seeing
God
Free
bless
Guy,
you.
after seeing Free Guy, I'd definitely be down for Joe Keery as Green Ranger.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't see it.
I think I kind of like Boo Boo Stewart.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boo Boo Stewart would be sick.
No, Boo Boo Stewart would be great. I think we agreed on that. I'm just saying, Joe. If you're trying to get like big names added to the new one,
True.
that's not happening because they're rebooting it again. Joe Keery.
Yeah.
Sounds like we know what our next fan cast is going to be.
Ooh,
I think we've done
it's
it.
been a long time since we did a Power Rangers fan cast. Next week, baby. Power Rangers fan cast. Let's do it.
Either that or we could figure something else out.
Or that.
If you guys already did it.
Big Bad
It was a
Beetleborgs,
long time ago.
VR Troopers.
It's going to be hard not to recast
You remember VR Troopers? Oh,
No.
thank God. You do though. Oh, sweet.
See, out of 62
VR
episodes,
Troopers.
it's hard to not come back to different fan castings because we're just better at podcasting now.
This is true. I got one we can fit. No, because then it's
Oh, you were so confident right there, and then it
no.
just
Because
split.
I was gonna
say it.
I was gonna say we should do icons of horror.
Ooh, like
So-
Dennis, Jason, Freddy.
We can't do Jason or Michael because they're just guys in masks. Unless you want to do like the person playing the character without talking. But I was thinking like we could do Freddy, we could do Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein,
Creature of the Black
Chucky.
Lagoon.
Like just come up with like all the.
I can
ones-
save you, Creature of Black Lagoon. It would have been way cooler if I would have had his name already in my
Right
head.
off the bat, I think so.
Dan Jones? No.
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. I was like,
No, but he plays.
Dan Jones is the quarterback of the fucking Giants.
Yeah, well, he basically played Creature of the Black Lagoon already.
I know.
in,
And then it was
Shape of
the
Water.
sexy fish romance.
Very weird. Hey, let him get it on. Whatever. Fish need love too.
Yeah. Tim Federal.
We scooped.
Is
Not
that
this
his
one.
last name? Federal?
Federal. I think it's either Federal or Federal.
Tim Federal. We'll go there.
Federal.
To direct Sixter? God damn it, Tim Federal to direct Sister Act 3 for Disney Plus.
Listen, I'm
There you go.
excited for a Sister Act 3. I like the first two. And I like them not just for Whoopi Goldberg, but for McGonagall, Maggie Smith.
Oh, yes.
She plays like the high end. Too high, but I see what you're trying to go for.
always you three?
Yeah, for
Keep
those.
going to Dobby.
Yeah,
Master Dobby has received a sock.
for those that don't know, Tim Federal directed a bunch of episodes of High School Musical, the musical, which was funny because you said High School Musical, the series, the musical. That was a funny bit. I loved that. He did direct that. He directed Ferdinand, the bull.
Oh, with John Cena?
Yeah, and then he just finished directing Better Nate Than Ever, the movie we scooped.
With the worst title.
Yeah, a bad title, but apparently it had like early cut screenings for the studio, and they loved it so much that's why they hired him for Sister Act 3.
Oh.
So maybe maybe Better Nate Than Ever might have a dumb title, but
My theory is if a dumb title gets greenlit, it's going to be good.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, High School Musical, the musical, the series, musical series.
I mean, movies.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow was a dumb title. It had like 4 different titles, and that movie's awesome.
Edge of Tomorrow, Rewind, or something like that.
Live. It was Take Back Yesterday or Yesterday something, and then it would change to Live, Die, Free or something like that, and then Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I think is a better title than Edge of Tomorrow.
We saw the first couple. Like we got the sneak previews when we went to WonderCon. Remember we saw Godzilla and Edge of Tomorrow?
Edge of Tomorrow rocks. Should have been
Drive
more.
Fast, Leave a Sexy Corpse. That's what it should have been.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. We're not going to get super into this because I keep looking over there. Trust me, that was the one and only time. I'm looking right here.
This is obvious at this point. Johansson
and Disney lawsuit settled. Our long national nightmare is over.
Funny headline, by the way.
Yeah, good job, Sean. They reached a settlement. All parties are happy, and Tower of Terror is now officially a go again.
Yeah, and $40 million, I think she ended up getting. So $10 million off of what she wanted or what her contract stated.
But it's better than nothing.
They settled it, so that's good, and they're happy, and they're obviously working towards the future.
And now we'll see Scarlett Johansson in Beverly Hills on a shopping spree.
Yes.
For Murcielago's couple of red bottoms.
For Colin and Cosmo.
Did you see Zach got Jess red bottoms?
Yes.
Where are you at with Lauren? I can't afford them. You guys can. Shang-Chi crosses 200 million domestically, first of film of the pandemic era to hit the milestone.
Congratulations. Yep.
Disney Channel officially renews Raven's Home for a 5th season.
Here is what's so upsetting is earlier this year, Dempsey, because Deadline broke the news, and Dempsey interview. I can say this now. I think it's safe to say this now. Dempsey, you can check out our interview with the star of this show, Isaac Johnson. I can't remember the middle name. So anyways, Dempsey had the interview with him earlier this year and asked him about season 5. And he kind of gave this like coy answer, like, we hope it happens. Just kind of stay tuned. And then they got off the call and the Disney rep told Dempsey that it's happening and we couldn't report it.
Isaac Ryan Brown.
Thank you. The Disney rep told Dempsey like season 5's happening. So just be on the lookout, but we couldn't report it. So we could have broke a Disney Channel scoop, but we love you, Disney. If you tell us to do something, we're going to we'll follow the rules.
Yeah. Disney Plus
Hallostream.
No, it's hosting. I went house.
Disney Plus hose.
Word.
We need a ching. Disney Plus hosting drive-in screenings for Hallostream. That's actually really cool.
We got invited as press to this, by the way. I haven't heard back yet.
West Los Angeles, Culver City. Oh,
yeah. So there's different screenings for different days that we were invited to, but
they're all on Disney Plus. So what's the point of the screening?
Because one's the premiere, one's early screenings because some of this stuff doesn't come out until later in October.
Oh, so like Just Beyond?
Like the Muppets Haunted Mansion premiere is one of them. Just Beyond's one of them. There's special screenings for Hocus Pocus.
What?
A lot of
Hocus Pocus 3? 2?
1. But I think that too.
Sorry. That was so blast up.
These events have the stars, they have photo ops, they have directors, so it's pretty cool. I
cannot wait to meet the director of Just Beyond.
It's what? Why wouldn't you?
Who is it?
It's Mark Webb.
Oh shit. I was trying to be funny and then I look like an idiot.
Watch it be a great movie.
I mean, it's Mark Webb. 500 Days of Summer. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I mean, 2 is not as good. He's going to be the director of Snow White. Imagine if we could be there at
Mark Webb's doing Snow White?
Yeah.
Why do I work for this company? I don't deserve it.
It's
your impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next story is cool.
Eternals director Chloe Zhao hints at tackling a Star Wars project. Basically, all this article says is that she is a longtime Star Wars fan. Basically.
So the interview she did with Empire Magazine, she basically kind of let it loose that it's likely a Star Wars film she's doing. She's doing Star Wars. I would be willing to put money on it.
Give her Revan.
She's doing something. She kind of outed herself there, so.
Yeah. Something for you guys that are in the stage play community. Yeah.
Good job.
Disney cancels Aladdin performances until October 12th. Aladdin on Broadway was forced to cancel. That's just because, we're still in a pandemic. It's a lot easier, but we're still in a pandemic. Get vaccinated. Billie Eilish to play Sally at Nightmare Before Christmas concert event. That is awesome.
This is cool. And in reality, for a DisInsider trip, that should be something we look into.
That would be awesome.
So Billie
have you
Eilish-
watched her love letters to Los Angeles?
No,
yet?
but I heard it's good.
I know. I'm gonna watch it here this weekend probably.
But she's playing. She's gonna do the singing voice for Sally.
Nice.
Danielle.
It's gonna be so like
Danielle
mood. Like,
yeah.
dude, she has this like scary like mood to her songs.
She fits it.
Perfect.
It fits.
Perfect.
Danny Elfman is Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman's a goat.
He didn't voice Jack in the movie, but he was Jack's singing voice in the movie. So he's returning to do the singing voice for Jack.
Nice.
Ken Page is returning as Oogie Boogie, and Weird Al's gonna be Locke.
Oh,
So that's gonna be cool.
That's unique.
And it's a 2-day event. I believe the 29th, 30th.
Yeah. Hocus Pocus composer John Debney returning for the sequel.
This is awesome because the music in Hocus Pocus is great.
Top notch.
So it's cool. Hopefully, Derek and I were just talking about this earlier. We're hoping to have something on Hocus Pocus here within the next couple of days.
Yeah. Here's something
This
that
is stupid. I hate
so
this.
stupid. We're gonna barely talk about this. Wild rumors surrounding Marvel Studios' Echo series. So we have been hearing, well, not as a scoop, but Echo will be a loosely based Daredevil season 4, which is so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, we know. Yeah, I agree, and I think we'll be on agreement when I say this.
Yeah.
But we know Kingpin's in Hawkeye. We know Matt Murdock is in
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. We know these characters are expected to appear in She-Hulk. And yes, Echo has ties to these characters in the comics, but what people forget is not everything Marvel Studios does has anything basis on the comics besides the characters themselves. You okay there?
Yeah, just swallowed my spit in the wrong tube. So
That's so
cool.
hot.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah. Anyways, but this is you're giving a character who obviously stands out in Hawkeye her own show. This is huge. She's Native American, not a lot of Native American representation. Deaf, amputee. Yeah, like someone with disabilities. This is huge. This is like big for her.
You don't take that away from her. Why are you making this Daredevil season 4 with all these returning characters? Just make it a fucking Echo series.
And do Daredevil. You can't do Daredevil season 4. You just have to do Daredevil. And then just do Daredevil.
Give him a movie. He's done with TV, man.
And yes, you can put these characters from Daredevil, sure, put them in Echo in a quick cameo to bridge the gap.
Don't put them all in the same series. Divide them up.
And then put them as like a soft reboot as a Daredevil season 4. Like, don't do that. Do not do that. That's awful. This is Echo. Give us Echo, and we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with you.
Yep. Okay, last but not least, Zombies 3 teaser revealed hitting Disney Channel in 2022. We scooped this.
Yeah. This was a confirmed scoop that we did earlier this year.
Yep.
I will say this.
Did you watch the teaser? Does Levi like this?
He fucking loves this. Like
Zombie.
And
does Bowie like it too?
Loves it.
And let me just tell
Is
you.
it good? I know
it
you
is
guys have had to have sat down and watched
it's similar to like if you were to compare it when we were kids. It's like one of those
Halloween
classic
Town?
Disney
like Halloween
series
Town.
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, Halloween Town.
Even though it's so bad
it's
that it's
not-
like it's what's the word I'm looking for? Nostalgic.
Yeah, the Zombies movies are not bad. They're watchable. Like
It just seems very Disney. Disney.
yeah, I
Channel.
mean you're just
Well,
gonna
it
have
is.
those cheesy like moments that Disney movies on
the problem
series have.
what's cool about it is it's like, okay, an outbreak happened, it caused zombies, but what if zombies were controlled and couldn't eat people, and they can try and live in a society of just regular people? And then they started, in the second one, they threw in werewolves, and in the third one, which we scooped, they're throwing in aliens.
Oh, I thought they were going to say vampires.
No, but it's...
Well, that's how the second one left off, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh,
For
sure,
aliens?
Yeah, and it was confirmed when we scooped it. Check out the DisInsider.com. Anyways, but yeah,
That does it for the... Oh, sorry. Keep going.
The teaser's really quick, but it's... If you're a fan of Disney Channel, I'm not typically, but because of Levi, I'm going to watch it, but this is not bad. Like, you could be watching way worse things.
Venom Lets There Be Carnage?
Yeah.
Oh, should we talk about that for a second?
Oh, yes. Let's talk about how awful Venom Let There Be Carnage is.
Oh, my God. Okay, so
Let's Disney catalog it for a second. So let me ask you, since this is a DisInsider show.
Since I host that show, you tell me. Okay.
Give me some of your key favorite moments of Venom Let There Be Carnage, because that list for me is not long at all.
Neither is mine. I like the part, and it's getting hard for me because you saw me laugh out loud a couple times, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yes,
It was.
There was a couple chuckle moments.
Oh my God, I can't remember.
That's how bad
I
this
can't
movie is.
remember.
Let's talk about the bad moments then. Let's talk about
do it.
Let's talk about the bad moments, and then if a good moment comes out, we'll talk about it. Can I just tell you some of mine? This wouldn't have been...
Did you see it, Nick?
No,
Okay.
We're going to spoil it.
No, we're not.
probably a little bit.
Yeah, we might spoil it. We're going to have to if we're talking about it. We won't spoil the end credit scene.
That's
Okay,
what I
so-
heard. So we had a reunion yesterday. I talked to somebody, and
Did you
They-
name
Spoiler
drop
alert
us?
if just
I
in
did,
case.
Yes.
And-
Did you? You're not saying that you're an account manager at a mortgage place. You're like,
I help a Disney podcast with.
I'm an
thousands
executive
of
producer of a Disney company.
But anyways, what they said, I'll let you guys talk. But what they said is the end credit scene was the only thing that they liked.
And it wasn't that cool.
It was it was just like
I was expecting so
He
much.
said it was mind blowing.
No, it was
No.
obvious. Like, to anyone that I will just say it's
I thought
obvious.
it was going to be like
I
an
kind of
actual
know what it is.
representation.
I have not seen it. I kind of know what it is.
Then we won't spoil it. But
No, he
yes.
likes spoilers. I've already read him the full plot of Spider-Man: No Way Home.
How about
And I have
Multiverse of Madness?
I haven't even read that yet.
I sent that to you.
I know, like 2 weeks ago.
Man,
but
we know
also
a lot.
Lauren wants to hear it. Lauren asks me for spoilers all the time. That's Nick, the producer's wife. She asks me for spoilers all the time. She loves it.
Our old podcast producer before Nick, Gabe would be not Gabe. Dom would be so fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, dude. Like whenever we were talking about like new casting rumors,
He'd
and
have to
stuff,
get out.
Or like rumors of the week. We had one where it was Paul Giamatti's Rhino was supposed to make an appearance, and I haven't heard anything since on it. I doubt it.
Well,
But Dom had to like leave the room.
when we got the plot for No Way Home, Rhino wasn't a part of it. I don't
No,
think
he wasn't.
the ones that have been in the trailer and confirmed are. Anyways,
But even still, our little synopsises are not going to be 100% correct. But so far, the Spider-Man No Way Home one has been.
Multiverse of
I read
Madness,
it to
hear
you.
is
It's
crazy.
pretty accurate.
Okay, so this character was completely awful, and I hated this character. And Derek only fueled my hate for this character more when he said one word, two words.
David Jones.
David Jones.
Yeah,
That-
I had to convince
Naomi-
Skyler throughout the whole movie. Naomi Scott.
Naomi Harris.
Naomi.
Naomi Harris.
No.
Just say it as Sean Connery if you have to.
Naomi Harris.
Naomi Harris. There you
No,
go.
she was awful in this movie. From the begin, when you meet this character to the very end, she is one of the worst characters in this
I
film.
reached over to I leaned over to Skyler and I was like, David Jones.
And it clicked.
He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, that's her. And he was like, no fucking way. He like turned all of his brightness down, went on his phone. And he's like, you're fucking right.
Yeah,
Is it because of the acting or the actual character?
Both.
Both. Shriek is not a good character.
No, it's not a good character.
It's like an off-market Black Canary.
She is bad in this movie. It's so sad because she's a talented actress, but she is so bad. Very.
Who directed it?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Andy
sucks.
Let me just tell you, Andy Serkis has not been a good director so
No,
far.
his Mowgli movie was not good.
And, you know, he was a second unit director on those boring Hobbit movies, so he's just not a good director. I'm sorry, Andy Serkis. Hopefully
He's a good mocap director.
Hopefully Animal Farm is better. I mean,
Oh, he's doing Animal Farm. That's right.
Anyways, she is awful. She's completely awful in this movie.
You can tell that Michelle Williams has no connection to this fucking movie franchise. She's clocked out. This shit sucks.
Yeah, her chemistry with Tom Hardy is nowhere near as good as the first one.
And
And,
the
and
movie-
it's proven because she's not in it a ton.
Dude, okay, so the only time that Venom, because you know movies like
Oh, God.
Venom and Carnage should have like this little match. Venom loses, and then those stakes are risen, you know, for the third act to where he finally. No, the only time that they face each other was in the third act.
And it is only for
And I was like, this is so weird story structure.
It's maybe I kid you not, it's maybe a 5-minute battle.
Isn't that kind of how the last one was? The first one was?
But no.
No, it was kind of set up with Riz Ahmed's.
Yeah, right. And it was a better
Riot.
fight.
It was a way better fight.
A symbiote character that no one's heard of unless you're a hardcore comic book fan.
I wanted
was better.
Anti-Venom, dude. Anti-Venom looks awesome. He's white and black.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it would be so cool.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson. Okay, so we knew Woody Harrelson looked dumb briefly in the post-credit scene for the first
his
Venom.
hair is all forward.
They
Oh,
fixed
so
that
stupid.
in Venom 2, and then you see the trailers and you're like, okay, maybe Woody Harrelson was a good pick because everyone wanted other picks for this.
Jim Carrey was a big one for Cletus
and the
Cassidy.
guy who played Joker, Cameron Monaghan. A lot of people wanted him.
Oh yeah, if they were going younger.
No, Woody Harrelson's bad in this. He is
a great actor.
It's so a lot of these characters over deliver the lines.
Especially Tom Hardy. He has some of the worst lines in the movie.
The only thing positive I will say is Venom himself. The character,
Yeah,
the voice
also-
work and the character itself.
Carnage looked really cool.
Carnage looked cool.
You got to think.
You
is
just
it
don't
the
get a lot of it.
direction? Is that how they wanted to do it?
I think it's script. It's
It's
really hard to make a good movie off that script. 'cause that script is bad.
Especially when your
Visuals
resume has 50 fucking shades of gray in it.
Yeah. And oh my god. Okay, I can narrow down the worst part of this movie with one line.
Oh, do it. I know what you're going to say.
Okay, let me paint you a picture, Nick. So Shriek had just yelled, okay?
And obviously
And
sound makes the symbiote go crazy.
Yeah, makes the go crazy. Shriek falls, and Carnage looks at Venom and goes, let there be carnage.
He says the fucking title.
And I went like this.
Oh, it was bad.
Like there he is. He said it.
Exactly. That's
This-
what we were doing, like the Peter Griffin shit.
Yeah, and
I am Empire Strikes Back or something like that. He's like, oh, you said it.
what's sad is when the post-credit scene came, and the theater went
You good?
The theater went a little wild. Like the theater went a little wild. They're like, oh my god! And I think a lot of that was because a lot of these people aren't doing what we're doing. We're in this and we're covering this. We're
You
talking
kind of
about it.
already know.
Yeah, these people are the average movie-going fan doesn't know.
We have known about this post-credit scene for about 2 months now.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, and we've known about
Before what's her name?
even longer.
fucking-
Yeah, when the guy
Before
told me
she
yesterday,
spoiled it.
when the guy told me yesterday, he was like, the post-credit scene blew my mind. Because, I mean, you know, he's not, like you said, he's just an average moviegoer. But to me, in my head, I'm just like, was it this? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so when that
I think we gave you a hint. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, the problem is like since we already knew, it wasn't something like it's substantial to the future, but like after seeing this movie, you're like, do we really want this movie to? It's so hard to without spoiling. Do we really want this movie to continue on?
Yeah. What they need to do is just change him, fast forward the shit out of his comic book chronological appearances. Make him Agent Venom. That seems more like a Tom Hardy type of role.
Or just
Make him
do
Agent
stuff.
Venom
The
and throw him
first
in
one was
fucking
fine.
Thunderbolts.
The first one to me was
Just fine. It was fine.
fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
This one is
Second
not.
They changed
bad.
they changed the writer and the director.
Yeah.
You got to put the team together.
Yeah. It's just, it was not
It's-
good, man. Sony just does. They want to they have instant gratification problems.
Okay, let me ask you this, and Nick, chime in if you want.
They were going to develop, and this is true news. They were going to develop a fucking Aunt May movie.
Yeah,
Sony has no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, and I think that's resolved thanks to the post-credit scene.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Chime in if you have any thoughts. Venom 3 will happen. Like, as of today, the box office, it made $90 million.
It made more than Shang-Chi on its...
How much was is it profitable right now?
It's too early to tell.
Yeah, it made 11... Oh, no, it made 90 over the weekend.
90 million, so it's the highest grossing opening domestically since the pandemic, which is a good... In
like,
October.
that's what they hope for, is 90 million is a great number for opening weekend.
So this same weekend, 2 years ago, you know what movie came out and made more in a normal box office, no pandemic? Joker. And that made that made 96 million with no pandemic. Venom made 90 million in a pandemic. That's amazing. So let me ask you this. Venom 3 is inevitable, I think, at this point. Who is your director?
Ooh. Oh.
I'm trying to think of
honestly,
someone.
if it wasn't doing Indiana, James Mangold. He turned a solo. We've seen solo fucking Wolverine movies, Origins and The Wolverine. It's
pretty good.
The Wolverine was pretty good, but Origins was just janky. It was bad. He did Logan, which is regarded as one of the best comic book movies of all time. I think if anybody were to turn around a character and make him like fun to watch, really cool scenes, kind of gritty, like what you need in a Venom movie, I think James Mangold is the guy.
Okay. Do you have a pick?
I don't have a pick. I'm just trying to think of... It would have to be a director who can turn something dark and funny.
Martin Scorsese, David Fincher.
But you also need someone to write that too.
Very true.
I have
Get John August, dude.
So I have a pick, and it's Chris Sarandon. Do you guys know who Chris Sarandon is?
Yeah, I know who he is, but what property are you speaking about specifically?
So he's done. He did. I was gonna say Freaky Friday. No, he did Happy Death.
Yeah, that'll do it.
He did Happy Death Day. He did Happy Death Day to You both. Not only did they have the perfect amount of comedy, which obviously Venom's gonna need, because you need to have that comedy in there.
Yeah.
Still dark and gritty.
Yeah, but Happy
and then he
Death
did
Day,
Freaky.
It makes fun of itself for being one of those stupid slasher
But that's
movies.
almost what Venom kind of needs.
I guess, yeah.
It really needs this franchise needs a kick in its ass.
At least the way they wrote the character, in my opinion,
Yeah,
that
true.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good sign when your movie, in terms of quality, takes a dip. That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
And Chris Sarandon has worked with Blumhouse, and I think Blumhouse is the perfect thing for Venom. I'm not saying obviously Blumhouse can't do it, but I'm saying like that kind of writing team and directing team that knows like scary horror elements, which I think Venom needs.
Yeah,
I think
get
it
with
needs
their
comedy,
production.
and it's got good writing, and they could do it on such a small budget. So just give someone who's worked on something with a small budget the chance to write something with a little more budget and kind of explore the playground.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Drum roll, please, producer. It is time for the rumor of the week. I timed that pretty good.
Really good.
Thank you.
Jungle Cruise has been a hit. We already know Jungle Cruise 2 is a thing.
Jungle Cruise 3.
Yeah, Jungle Cruise 2. It's a Small World was with the National Treasure director was supposed to happen.
Oh boy.
But that got shelved. But they are doing they're doing a Matterhorn movie, which we exclusively reported on.
Yep. You can find that on the
did it
YouTube.
first.
Oh, what?
Entourage did it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Aquaman 2. Also, not
And
2.
Great Gatsby.
We know
Great
they're
Gatsby.
we already know they're doing a Space Mountain movie with the Obi-Wan Kenobi writer.
Yes.
So they're all in on these. You know, there's more Pirates movies in the works.
Big Thunder Mountain, I'm sure, is in development.
Well, they were supposed to do a TV series. Don't know what happened to it. It was supposed to be on
make
ABC.
it like a Dirty Harry, or not like a
like a Lone Ranger.
the good,
Hell
the bad, and the ugly. That would be
comedy,
sick.
comedy though.
Yeah.
for Disney Plus.
Like a Good, the Bad, and the Ugly meets what's that Will Smith movie?
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah, but make it better
Boom.
than Wild Wild West. Okay, so
true.
I will say this. I don't know if it's theatrical, and I don't know if it's Disney Plus. I also don't know if this is animated, and I don't know if it's live action. I just know it's on the table in development, and they're looking for someone to write the first script.
For what?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Whoa. What are the scariest rides at Disneyland?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it. I just know it's there. It's on the drawing board.
But isn't it supposed to be like the 7 circles of hell or something like? It's like
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno or something like that.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Just like Animal
Listen.
Farm is the story of communism. Yeah, I'm sure that Mr. Toad's Wild Wide.
Wild Wide.
Oh, what am I
My
fucking? What's it? Ernest? No.
Wild Wide.
Oh, there's Wabbit season. What's his name?
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
I'm hunting
Wabbit.
wabbits. I'm hunting wabbits.
I'm hunting wabbits.
Yeah, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, I believe movie, not series. That's all I know is it's a movie. Don't know if it's animated. Don't know if it's live action. Don't know if it's Disney Plus. Don't know if it's theatrical. My guess would be it is going to be live action and maybe Disney Plus. That just sounds like the perfect place for it. But Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Boom. All right, guys, that does it for our show today. Go check out the DisInsider.com for all your latest Disney news. Go follow me on Twitter at Derek Cornell. Go follow him at Skyler Shuler. Check out our YouTube. We got a lot of fun stuff on the docket this week. Go look at our past videos. The DisInsider show is finally on Apple Podcasts.
I forgot to even talk about that.
So it's finally on Apple Podcasts. Go listen to our whole discography on Apple Podcasts. It's free for those who have Apple products.
Yep.
And you don't have to buy Spotify.
New episode of the Disney catalogs coming out this week. It's going to be
finally.
Civil War, so come check that out. We have a couple cool things in the works, including interviews, scoops. We have an app that's still being developed.
Yep.
We have a newsletter we're working on. So there's a lot of cool things. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones, tell your ex-loved ones. Pray to the gods that maybe someone will sign us to a big multi-million-dollar deal.
Yes. Well, Screen Rant, we're looking at you to buy us out.
Or, THR, you have more money.
THR, yeah, very true.
THR.
Very true.
I mean, we love our friends at Screen Rant that are writing there that we know, that we connect with. But THR, you need more Disney exposure there, and we can get you covered.
Boom.
But a good show, my friend.
Yes, very good show.
Hey, aside from that, Nick the producer, as always, play me that sweet, sweet outro music.
And a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. We'll see you guys in the castle. See you next week.
Bye.